June 12, 1994. Brentwood, Los Angeles. The quiet comfort of an upscale neighborhood was shattered forever when two people were found brutally murdered just outside a condominium. One was Nicole Brown Simpson, the ex-wife of one of the most famous athletes in the world, Orenthal James O.J. Simpson. The other, a 25-year-old waiter named Ron Goldman. Nicole had been stabbed multiple times. Her throat was slashed so deeply it was nearly decapitation. Ron had been stabbed too, many times, suggesting he fought hard. There was blood everywhere. It was a crime so violent, so personal, that police immediately believed it was committed by someone who knew Nicole. And they didn't have to look far. Within hours, suspicion fell on O.J. Simpson. O.J. wasn't just famous, he was adored. A Heisman Trophy winner. An NFL legend. A movie star. A charismatic face on TV commercials and broadcasts. He was the American dream in motion. So when police contacted him about the murders, it wasn't just about a suspect, it was about a national icon. At first, O.J. cooperated. He gave a blood sample and appeared emotional at Nicole's funeral. But just 5 days later, something strange happened. O.J. was supposed to turn himself in. But instead, he vanished. And that's when America watched live, stunned, as a white Ford Bronco cruised down the Los Angeles freeway. Inside was O.J. Simpson. In the back seat. Holding a gun to his head. Millions of viewers watched the slow-speed police chase on TV. Streets emptied. The NBA Finals were interrupted. For over an hour, the country was glued to their screens. When the Bronco finally stopped at Simpson's home, he was arrested and charged with 2 counts of murder. Then came the trial. It would become the most famous courtroom drama in modern history. Cameras captured every moment. People lined up just to get a seat. O.J. Simpson, with his dream team of high-powered lawyers, was ready to fight. The prosecution had what they believed was overwhelming evidence. Simpson's blood was found at the crime scene. Nicole's blood was found in his Bronco. Bloody footprints matched O.J.'s rare shoe size. A glove, soaked in blood, was discovered on his property. And perhaps most damning, his history of domestic violence against Nicole was well documented. But the defense had a different strategy: plant seeds of doubt. Led by Johnny Cochran, Robert Shapiro, F. Lee Bailey, and a young Robert Kardashian, the defense team turned the spotlight onto the LAPD, accusing them of racism, incompetence, and even planting evidence. And then came the glove. In a now infamous moment, the prosecution asked O.J. to try on the glove found at the scene. It didn't seem to fit. O.J. struggled to get it over his hand. And that's when Cochran delivered the line that would become legend: "If it doesn't fit, you must acquit." It worked. On October 3, 1995, after a trial that lasted 11 months, the jury delivered their verdict: not guilty. O.J. Simpson walked free. The country exploded in reaction. Some celebrated, others were outraged. Polls showed a deep racial divide in how the verdict was viewed. For many, the trial wasn't just about murder, it was about race, police power, and justice in America. But that wasn't the end. In 1997, a civil trial found O.J. liable for the wrongful deaths of Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman. He was ordered to pay over $33 million in damages. He didn't go to jail, but the stain on his legacy was permanent. Over the years, O.J. stayed in the public eye for all the wrong reasons. He was arrested multiple times for unrelated incidents. And in 2007, he was convicted of armed robbery and kidnapping in Las Vegas, serving 9 years in prison. Still, he remained a symbol. A walking contradiction. A man found not guilty in criminal court, yet legally responsible in civil court. A fallen star who couldn't escape his past. In April 2024, O.J. Simpson died of cancer at the age of 76. Even in death, he left behind a legacy of questions. Did he really do it? Was justice served? Or was the world just witness to the greatest courtroom performance in modern history? The O.J. Simpson case wasn't just a murder trial. It was a moment that defined a generation. A media circus. A national obsession. And a story that still haunts us today. If you found this story compelling, don't forget to subscribe for more true crime stories every week. Thanks for watching.